Um, Stream should be good. I'm just gonna make sure real quick before we get into things, just to see, how things are going on stream. Um, yeah, elections are today. We got Canadian elections going on. That's fun. Anyways,
This is the story of a man
um,
named Stanley.
I hope that
This is the story of a man
50
named
is good
Stanley.
enough compared to my voice. That'd be kind of
This is the story of a man named Stanley. This
okay. What about this? Is this better? Surely this is better.
this is the story of
Is
a
this
man
more
named
balanced?
Stanley.
I fucking hope so.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay, I gotta up it a little bit.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Alright, that should be good. Alright. Welcome, everybody,
This is the story of a
to
man
the
named
Stanley
Stanley.
Parable Ultra Deluxe.
This is the story of a man named This is the story of a
I know
man
the
named
voice is
Stanley.
like a really big part of this game, so I'm gonna up it a little bit more. Alright. Let's just get straight into it. Straight into it. This is a game I've wanted to play for a really long time, so I am excited. I've heard so many good things about Stanley Parable over the years, and then when Ultra Deluxe came out, I remember wanting to buy that, but I just couldn't at the time. But I have it now, so let's just get into it. The end is loading.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Okay.
Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee
Okay.
number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard.
Okay.
Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long
Yes.
to push them, and in what order.
Okay.
This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others
How much did he make for
considered
that?
it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
I don't know, man. I don't think I'd be happy with a job
And
like
then
that.
one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget.
He got a
He had
girlfriend.
been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not
Oh.
one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow.
Yikes.
No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was
Interesting.
very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
No, I did not. I lowered the FOV a little bit. That's a bit better. I'm gonna also change the sensitivity. That's better. I hate Mondays. Is that what that says? What am I interacting with? Fucking nothing. Okay. Interesting. Why is there writing down there? 427. Oh, it's just for the... Okay.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
I have
Stanley
no
decided to go
idea.
to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
We all hate Mondays here. Alright. The beautiful view. Okay. Be My Valentine. What's in that door? I want to see what's in there. Oh. I can't read that. So here's what we're going to do. I can't like zoom into it more, so I can't read that. I'm sorry. I swear this FOV changing shit is not going to happen often. Interesting. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's the computer. Is that solitaire? Okay. Really interesting workplace, if you ask me. $4B3. The music is like very eerie
When
as
Stanley
well.
came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I don't think Stanley did. I don't think Stanley did that. Recommendations from the oversight committee. I don't want to do that.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe he did. Maybe Stanley did want to do that. You don't know his intentions. Oh, I got up top. Okay. You don't know Stanley's intentions. Whoa. Odd room.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
Cold drinks, huh? Oh, I gotta like climb the machine a little bit.
Really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, here you sit looking at these chairs and some paintings.
Everything is so interesting to me. Because I know this game is like really in depth at certain points. So yeah, narrator, I
At this
am
point, Stanley's
here.
obsession with this room bordered on creepy and reflected poorly on his overall personality.
So I'm
It's
fucking.
possible this is why everyone left.
Shut up, narrator. I fucking hate you already, bro. Oh my god. I can't just enjoy
But
things.
at last, he'd had enough of the amazing room
God
and took
damn.
the first open door on his left to get back to business.
I don't. What's in front of me though? Like I want to listen to it, but I don't. I don't think I will. This room looks more interesting.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Did that calculator say Stanley? No. I'm just actually schizophrenic. Guys, you don't understand. I see Germa in this brick wall right here. He's actually there, bro. Key card. Can I jump? Nope. Do not jump from the cargo lift while it's in motion, will cause death. Penalty of misuse, penalty jumping off. Oh, wow. Okay.
Look, Stanley,
Ooh.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley.
I want to go down here,
Someone
though.
you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
Yeah, I don't want to go up there,
I don't
bro.
know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
You are a mysterious narrator telling me where to go and what to do, and I just don't fuck with it. Danger, danger everywhere. Period. Okay. Cargo. Operation manual. Cardugo. Cardugo. Do not stand on this side fence. No buckets past this point.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Okay, this symbolizes, and this symbolizes a blue bucket, which is what they said to not bring past this point. And so far, I've been really content with not listening to the narrator, so I think I'm gonna go the blue door.
Aha, perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door.
The humming of those lights got louder.
I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door.
This is thumbnail material right here. This is I'm making this the thumbnail. That's what we're doing. Wait. Oh.
All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley.
Yeah,
You
fuck
want to know
you.
so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never
Oh.
supposed to be here in the first place.
Well.
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this
Oh,
what
yeah.
you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see.
This is
Help
pretty
me
cool,
here,
man.
Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of
Look,
yours.
it's sea
What
fighting.
would have
Look at
made this
that.
game better? What did you want to see?
That's so cool.
Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what, let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A
What?
third option.
Oh.
This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before.
Well.
Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin.
I don't think I wanna. I think I'm gonna go to the door on the right again. Fuck you. You're an asshole.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Aha! You see, I knew I was onto something. Where do these flashes of inspiration come from?
Me breaking the rules.
I know the game needed a third door? Well, it's instinct mostly, a calling in your gut.
I hate
really
you
couldn't
now.
say where the idea came from, except that I felt it in my soul. You can't teach that, Stanley. Don't even try. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version.
What?
Perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look.
What the fuck? Are these actual... Are these actually true? What the fuck? That's not me. I haven't been on that long. That's a lie. No, those are not live stats. There's no way. What if I go back to the feedback room?
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got a prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You
Okay.
wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you?
Absolutely
Perfect. Let me
not.
boot it up.
Get me in there. I would love to see what
In
you've been
this
working
game,
on,
the
narrator.
baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice.
This is
But of
another
course,
really good
the
thumbnail
message of
shot.
the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over.
What?
Thank you for playing. Your input was
No.
extremely valuable.
No,
Oh,
no.
hey,
Bring
since my
bring
game is so
back.
awful, why don't
Bring
we
it
play
back.
someone else's game, just to ease the pain? Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
No, no, no. I want to play your game, Stanley. I want to play your game. Come on. What the fuck?
Aha!
What the fuck? Is this not
Fascinating.
Firewatch?
What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation?
No, Firewatch is a lot more
Well, it
pretty
seems
than
obvious
this.
to me that you are meant to play
No,
as
it
a
is
superman
Firewatch.
spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower,
What
perhaps
the
for some sort
fuck?
of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity.
Oh my
So far, I
god.
love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Was that the Minecraft door opening sound effect? What the fuck? It's been years since I've seen anything about Firewatch, so I'm pretty sure this isn't it, but...
It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What? But Jonesy Fortnite Lake.
What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering around. No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find
No.
another game.
I want to keep
Preferably
playing a
something you
game that
build
looks like
with.
Firewatch, but
Something with
probably isn't
nice,
Firewatch.
big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Okay. Fucking... I'm sorry?
See, this is exactly
Rocket
what I had
League?
in mind.
Oh
Just
my
a
god.
nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley, if you manage to get lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Where are the boost thingies where I could, like, get the boost shit?
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Yes, it is
I think it's
sports ball.
sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the
Maybe the other
bases and
game
do a
was
touchdown
Firewatch
together.
then. Maybe I'm an idiot. Maybe it was
I think surely
Firewatch.
we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Oh my fucking god. Can I actually score? Oh my god, wait, I'm running. I'm running. I don't play Rocket League. I have no interest in it, but my friends all play Rocket League, so... Please explode. What?
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Hold on. What are you doing?
Oh. Oh, whoa.
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
Oh, okay. Interesting. I fuck with all of this. I swear if this game turns into like a horror game or something though, I am not prepared for that tonight. 423, 42. Am I going to 427? Here it is. My room. What is there to do in my room? Am I just stupid? I'm gonna turn the brightness up a little bit. Can I do that? Can I not do that? Show content warnings. What the fuck? Okay, surely there's something else we can do here. Oh. Screen just
I
went
wonder
black.
what he found.
What the fuck?
If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it. He'll understand soon what I was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other way. Once this ends, after it all comes to a close, then I'll be back. The end will be here soon. Very soon. I can wait.
Interesting. I can't do anything. Oh, loading. Okay. Whoa. Back at the start. I wonder if
All
things
his
are different.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Anything
simply missed a
different?
memo.
I don't think anything's different.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
I don't think
What a
anything's
gorgeous
different,
room.
so I'm just
Thank
gonna
goodness,
keep
but eager
going.
to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, we're just gonna not jump down this time. That's what we're
Stanley
gonna
was
do
so
here.
bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look,
We're just
Stanley,
not
I
gonna
think
hop
perhaps
off.
we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Who?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Interesting.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. to reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
What if I just let it go? I don't think I have a choice.
As Stanley picked up the
Yep.
phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone?
I couldn't answer
No,
it.
that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Fuck you. I didn't choose wrong.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How
Well,
is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I
I'm
just
just built
see...
different. I'm built
No,
different.
that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
I can't believe I was so mistaken.
No, I'm
This is
not.
why
No,
you've been
I'm
able to
Stanley. I'm
make
Stanley.
correct
I'm
and
Stanley.
incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you've made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely.
Let
It's
me
as
keep
though you
playing. Come on. I'm
completely
not.
ignored
I'm
even the
not.
most
I'm not a
basic
normal person.
safety
I'm Stanley.
protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful
He's
instructional
keeping his
video.
promises. Promises on what?
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember
Saying you'll make
that
a video
unlike
and then
here,
doing
the
it?
real
Yeah.
world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you
That's how I
find
do
yourself
math.
speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real.
Oh,
Allow the
okay.
person
I
to
don't
finish
think
their
that's
thought,
true.
then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back, sack, and crack."
What?
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
8 choices
Do you
per
make
day.
more than
Okay.
8? Less?
I make
And
less.
finally,
I make less.
if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
Okay, I don't like how that sounds. I don't wanna.
Ah, welcome back. You may
What
have
the fuck?
noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction.
Ah,
Now
I
that
see.
you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
The shadows in this game kind of suck balls, if I'm being honest. I don't know why they look so shit. Everything else looks nice. Alright. Oh, wait, we're back out here. Okay. Saying you'll make a video and then doing it. Yeah, I downloaded 3 games last night with the intention of streaming all of them before Secret of the Mimic comes out. I don't know if I'll be able to do that, but those are my intentions. Alright. Oh, there's gates this
Now that
time.
we know your choices are
There's, like,
meaningful,
fence-
we can't have you
fences.
jumping off the platform and dying. Imagine the main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Well,
We just need to get you home as
Joel
soon as
dies in The
possible
Last of Us Part
before the
2.
narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
Okay then. Yeah, there's no way I can get over this, I don't think, at least. Can I climb? No. Okay. Let's go jump down anyways. Do not lie if you are lying right now. Stop. What does that mean? Am I just gonna end up going back and then going through the left door? Is that what's gonna happen here?
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world. Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I want to go to on the right again, but I feel like it's just gonna put me in like a loop. I'm gonna choose the door on the left for the first time.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Happy feelings. Blanked out. Interesting. I'm sure I could pick apart this room for a little while, but... I don't know. I don't think I want to do that. Okay.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I guess I don't have a choice. I can't go down. Whoa. Luxury up in here. Jesus. I can see through the doors. Something's back there.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it.
Interesting.
Surely behind this door lay all the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
I don't.
Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door? Would it still work? There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
I don't know if I want to...
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115.
Stanley
Okay.
spoke the code.
I thought I was going to use my
Shark
microphone, but it didn't.
115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall. I'm sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't
Is
get
it
on with the
dead
story.
ass?
This
I
is a
can't
crucial
tell.
Step.
Night Shark 115.
Okay, fine. You're not
Okay.
gonna do it, but
It
you know
wasn't
what?
deadass. I'm
It's pretty
fucking
humiliating
stupid.
to bring you this far, only
I'm
for
so
you to
dumb.
suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I
This
had
would
to
be a
show
good
you,
thumbnail
then why
too.
did you come here? You had a choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there.
I
Why
fucking
did you
did,
come this
bro.
way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You
I did go to the door on the right.
behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be
Interesting.
up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Whoa, cool. Cool. Assets are getting fucked. Textures are kind of fucked. I don't want to go in the other direction though. I want to keep going. No, okay, fuck. Oh.
Ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that you. My story. You've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down.
No,
I have to.
it's okay. No, it's okay, okay. Okay. What is happening?
Oh, I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You, who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley?
I don't want to be like
He knows how to
Stanley.
do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious.
What are you on about?
Perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make...
When Stanley came to a set of 2
Whoa.
he entered the door on his left.
What the fuck?
Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice. I need you to walk through the door. Are you listening to me?
What?
Can you hear me? Is everything all right? Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something.
Interesting.
This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I can wait. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
The credits
Take
stopped.
as much time as you need.
Interesting. And now I'm back here again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Okay.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I'm so fascinated now. I'm so interested.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
I don't think I did. So fascinating, though. I wonder why I didn't get an ending the first time. It said,
he considered the possibility of facing
the game
his boss,
broke.
admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered
No, it
this,
did not.
he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter,
Interesting.
these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they
They
simply
were.
repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it.
Wait, what the fuck?
I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons. I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star field, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that
Yeah,
I'm
who
doing and
is
thinking?
the narrator?
Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
I wonder if this
surely,
fucking
if he could
goes on for the next 5 minutes.
He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently.
Okay, I'm gonna... He's going on forever, but the clock that says 4, that's like the actual real life time that it is right now. It's fucking... It's 12:26 in the morning.
And he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back. the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job.
So Stanley does have a
All
wife.
I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything will be fine. I am okay.
And nothing happened.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone, wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
Oh.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed,
Is this his
gathered
wife
her
now?
belongings, and walked to her place of work.
Whoa.
But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance,
What?
for just a few brief moments, she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day. The very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Interesting. Okay, back here.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Still fancy pants office. Ooh. Interesting. I'm so interested. That door wasn't there last time. Is there anything on the computer? No. Can I still see through these doors? I can. Okay. What? Oh. Okay. Up. Surely there's nothing higher than this, right? Is that the narrator singing along to the elevator music? I feel like this elevator ride is taking way too long. Oh. We didn't go anywhere. Okay, elevator is fucking useless. Good to know. Wait a minute, this is a different office.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once
It was
again
not like this
stunned to discover
before.
not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
The buzzing of the lights is not very fun. Whoa, okay. Whole new thing. Boss's office was different and it has secrets.
Stanley realized he felt a bit
Okay.
peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Okay.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the
Mind
large door
control?
that read Mind Control Facility.
What about escape, though? I'm going to escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
I'm sorry? Oh, don't tell me it's fucking infinite.
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
I have a feeling this is going to go on forever.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
Oh,
willingly
is that the
confront
end?
his death.
Will I die? I feel like if I jump down there, I'm dead. Whoa. Whoa.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that
Wait, what
his
the
life
fuck?
had been of no consequence whatsoever.
No.
Stanley couldn't see
No.
the bigger picture.
Get me
He
out.
doesn't know the real story.
Get me
Trapped
out.
forever in his narrow vision of what this world is.
Get me
Perhaps
out.
his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end.
No,
to
I
his
don't
brief
wanna.
and short life.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to go to escape. No, it was a joke. It was a joke. It was a no, please. Oh.
"Farewell, Stanley," cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single visceral instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? What the fuck?
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
I am so confused.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was
Oh, wait,
already
this is
dead
the office.
from the moment he hit start?
Office layout. Beginning of the game, Stanley's office to the two doors. First part of the game is built. Sections have been added and altered throughout development. Though the core layout remains almost identical to the first iterations. Yeah, you go through here, and that's where the two doors are. The corridor has been moved and altered to make the player's reaches two doors a good time. What about this room? Two doors. The set of the two open doors was the very first concrete piece of Stanley Parable's design. Once the room was created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Fascinating. Button sounds. Button sounds used through the game. Each one is a mix of a keyboard stroke and a synthesized tone. This is so interesting. Office computers? Yeah, that's this is what it's been showing on the computers. This is so weird. An early version of the maintenance room. I don't even know what that is. Warzone. Early in development, we designed an ending where Stanley would end up in a battle fighting aliens. The action game would become sentient and would wage war against the narrator. We realized shortly after starting to build it that it was far too jokey and on the nose for the tone of the game. Plus, some people interpreted it as making fun of people who like shooters, which was not our intention. This is so weird. But, like, in a good way. Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator questions. While we had initially planned to use further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. This is so fascinating. What is Stanley's last name? I'm so interested. Like, what? The lounge. Early version of the lounge. Okay, that seems about right. The apartment timer. What? I never got like any of these places or endings, so this is just so interesting. So much shit I definitely do not understand. Vent? Wait, what? I'm gonna keep that in mind for later. Literally just that whole part right there. Part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color they'd pulled. The Zending. One of the deaths from an early version of the countdown ending. I don't know what that ending is, though.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
I guess I'll restart from here, because all that stuff I just don't really understand. I didn't get to do these endings, so I don't know what they have to have to do with anything. Off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
This game is so
But
cryptic. I
listen to
don't
me. You
understand.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail.
Turn off your PlayStation. There's no other way to beat
I'm
this
not
game.
doing. It'll close the
As
stream.
long
I'm
as
not
you
turning
move
off my
forward, you'll be
PlayStation.
walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice.
I'm not doing that.
Do choose it. Don't let time choose
I can't.
for you. Don't let.
I can't. It would close the stream if I turned off my PlayStation. I'm not doing it. Is that it? Did we restart? Oh my.
All of his co-workers were...
I'm so confused.
This
Wait,
isn't
what?
the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Yeah, 427. That's Stanley's office. I'm so... This game is so cryptic, man. I can't. I can't. What is happening?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
What if I go on the right this time? Because we've
This
exhausted
was
all the
not
options on the
correct way to the
left.
meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Maybe
The
I did.
lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called,
Okay.
but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Oh, this is one thing we've never done. We've never gone to the left here.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
I don't think he did. I don't think he did.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in
Absolutely.
order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
Okay. These doors don't open. I only have one
Oh,
choice.
No,
Okay.
it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
Don't do this to me. No, don't do this. Don't.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
What the fuck?
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be
Oh
here yet.
my
This is all
god,
a
what?
Spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes.
No.
Okay. We just have to get back to who am I?
Pirate?
It's all rubbish now. The whole story is
Fired?
completely unusable. How about rather than
Where's
waste my time
427?
trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
No.
This time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay.
427 is
from the
down
top.
there. Come on. Oh, you're an asshole.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I'm so curious.
When Stanley...
Whoa.
Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did
No.
you move the story somewhere, or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Well, I'm definitely not going to go to the door on the left this time, or the door on the right. I'm thinking I'm thinking this one. This one looks very creepy. I'll go through here. Oh. Okay, I'll go this way. Inner guilt. Everyone knows what you did. They're just holding back to let you torture yourself.
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
I don't think it's a good
I
idea.
find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, come on. Come on. Fucking buzzkill. Come on.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I wonder if any of those led anywhere. Oh, now there's no
Okay,
doors.
It's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Did we? I don't think we did. Huh. There's clearly a way out right there, but I can't get into that room. What about here? Yeah. Nope. No.
Aha!
Oh, what
I knew
the
we'd
fuck?
missed something. The story. Here it comes.
Oh no, it's gonna be looping infinitely. Oh
No,
no.
wait, never
Wait,
mind.
what?
Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this, well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
What do you mean your
Do you
story?
remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win!
Oh, cool.
Congratulations!
Hooray!
I know you put in a lot of hard work, and it really paid off, so good job. Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all.
No, fuck you. Give me
We
my
both
victory.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people
Dude, I put
will
in
fair
so
and
much
square,
work.
and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is.
Yeah, me
I don't
too.
care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Ooh, what the
All
fuck?
right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line.
I don't.
Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay, well, what if we go to where the doors should be?
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
Oh, okay. Fucking boring. I'm just gonna check all the doors just in case there's a way I can not listen to the narrator. Okay, I guess not.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought.
Interesting.
Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to
Yeah.
put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now,
What?
if my experience of
Wait,
your
that's not-
existence rests inside of your
We went this
subjective
way.
experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on.
How?
That got a bit weird back there. Well, I'd like to apologize. Not sure where I was going with all that.
That's
You know what?
not.
I think what
How
we
is
need
this
right
looping?
now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
I hate this. I hate this music. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Stanley, don't make me turn you down. Come on.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
That's kind of more bearable. I hate that. Wait, are we going to room 1? I don't think that's how that's supposed to be. Wait, what? I'm so confused. I'm so... Wait, what? 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 This music really isn't helping, though. I'm not a fan of this music, please.
Wait, cut the music. Go
Motherfucker.
back and look at that fern.
I don't wanna.
Wait, what? We're back at the
What?
office?
Huh?
No. Line, you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Wait, can we go back to the doors now?
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
I don't know. I think we were close. We're back here. What? I'm sorry?
Oh, no, not again. Line, how could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
Oh, come on. Narrator, you're a bitch. Oh, wait, it's going the right way.
You know what, Stanley?
Okay.
I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us?
Well...
We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious.
I don't think we need that, though.
Doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction?
I don't think we need this, though. Why do we need to do this?
Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Five Nights at Freddy's Secret of the Mimic. Early access. Give it to me right now.
Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
Well, there's no other way to go right now. I kind of have to... Oh, okay. Never mind.
A choice. We get to make a decision.
The two
From
doors
here,
are back.
The story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay.
Okay.
So I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Oh my god, bro,
And
just
since
open the
answer
door.
is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
Okay.
Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Right is always right, so I guess that... What?
Oh, hold up, what's this? The confusion ending.
What the fuck?
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all
Return to
this
the
goes?
office, return to
It's all
the... Adventure to the unexplored
determined?
territory, find the line again, find the
So
confusing
now,
unexplored
according to the
narrative.
schedule, I
Fifth
restart again.
restart.
Then what? Am I just
Narrator
supposed to
forgets about the
forget?
previous restarts.
Well, what if I don't
Stanley attempts to play
want
the
to
story,
forget?
but is prevented, unable to go anywhere or do anything. The game
My
restarts on
mind
its own. Sixth
goes
restart. Find the line again. Begin following the line. Find an identical replica of the office. Attempt to make a story here. Narrator restarts the game. Seventh restart. There is no longer an office, simply a black space.
Well, who consulted me? Why don't I get to decide?
Interesting.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped?
What?
Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story. Wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime...
We're here right now. Oh, what the fuck?